Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. I have this huge box here from a company called Profusion Cosmetics. I picked it up a few weeks ago, I believe, and I've been waiting to just film with it, so I haven't actually gotten to swatch anything, dive into anything, so I'm very excited to go through this box today. I first heard about Profusion from Juicy Jazz here on YouTube, and then also Tati Westbrook has talked about them in one or two of her videos. But Profusion is this affordable brand. You can find it at your local Target most likely, and if you don't see it at Target, there's a good chance you might see it at TJ Maxx, or I see it a lot at Marshall's or maybe even a Ross. But everything in here is relatively very affordable. They have eyeshadow palettes, they have lip products, they have, I think they might even have mascaras. But they're expanding their brand, they're expanding the products that they have, and they are becoming kind of like a big deal. More and more people are noticing them because they are so inexpensive, but they tend to have very high quality, high pigmented products. So I wanted to test it out for myself, see if the hype was real or not. And I picked up some really fun stuff, so I thought I would show you guys what I picked up, and then we could go ahead and test everything out. So the first thing that I picked up from Profusion were these lip duos. They kind of are similar to like the Kylie lip kits, I guess, that you get, but obviously different packaging. It's the lip liner and the liquid lipstick that comes with it. And I got it in mostly neutral shades, and then I got a few kind of like more bold pinky shades, but I figured that a good way to test out a brand obviously is to go for their deeper shades, then to go for their neutral shades as well, but to kind of have like a nice variance of both. But they really only mainly had more neutral lip products on their website, so that's what I picked up. I also picked up two eyeshadow palettes from them. I picked up this Spectrum palette, which is basically just this really pretty colorful palette. I have read in reviews that it comes off a little bit more pastel like than it would appear in the pan. I'm not going to actually be reviewing this one today, but if you guys do want to see a video with this, let me know, because depending on how this video goes with the palette I am reviewing, we might be making some really fun looks with this one. So the palette that I did pick up today is this big palette. It is their mattes palette, and it has 24 eyeshadows. It says it comes with a brush as well, which you can see right here. So I'm going to be testing out this brush today as well. And it's just really cute. This palette was about, I think it was $13, and the Spectrum palette was $5. So you can already kind of tell the price point is really good. I'm not positive how much the lipsticks were, but I'll be sure to either insert it in the video or down below so you guys can know the pricing of everything. But everything was very affordable. I did not spend a lot at all to get all of this. And at the time, I don't know if it's still going on, but at the time they did have $25 and over. You got automatic free shipping in the US. So pretty great deal right there. So real tea, I want this look to go well. I really want this video to work out very well. So I am of course going to be starting off by priming my lids. I'm going in with my matte soft oak, I'm going in with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And I love this. It has this really beautiful shade to it, and I love the formula of it, so this is going to work out perfectly for our purposes for today. So I need to clean like all of my brushes, but I'm going to be picking up my NYX Professional blending brush. This is in the number 16, and it looks like this. I am going to take the shade Fearless to start, this kind of burnt orangey color, and I'm going to start by applying that in my crease. This is actually blending out very nicely. I'm really enjoying these shadows. I am such a fan of just sitting in front of a mirror and just blending out a really pretty eyeshadow like this. And it's blending out so nicely. I don't see like any patchiness anywhere. It just looks really, really pretty. So I'm a fan. I'm going to go in with this shade Madly next, which is kind of this like deep brick, like brownish red shade. And I'm going to go in with the same brush, even though this is a deeper shade, just because I want to build it up and make this kind of like a smokier look with some pops of color. So we're going to go ahead and begin with that. I'm going to start off on the outer corner. Oh wow, that is pigmented. That's really amazing, actually. I'm starting off in the outer corner, and I'm keeping it kind of low. I am going to blend it up into that burnt orangey shade that we had here, but I'm keeping it relatively lower, and I am winging it out. I tend to like to just kind of wing out my shadows a bit, so I'm gonna wing it out a bit. But wow, I wasn't expecting this much pigment. It's reminding me in a way of when I play with like Anastasia eyeshadows, because they're just so creamy and so typically, at least in the Modern Renaissance palette, that one is just so easy to blend, and you can like blend it and it just looks more beautiful. You don't lose anything really, you know, you don't feel like you're getting any patchiness. So I'm kind of mesmerized by how well this is blending out. I'm going to just pick up this Alamar Cosmetics brush. It doesn't have a name, it's just their blending brush. I'm going to pick up that shade Fearless, that first shade we went in with, and I just want to reinforce some of that orange. I don't want to totally lose it. And I just tapped my brush in there, and I'm just going back and forth and just making sure that I'm blending out that area, because I want to make sure everything just looks really blended and gradient. So I want to try out the Profusion brush, but I typically like to clean my brushes beforehand. So I'm just going to make sure that it's like disinfected and I don't have any issues or weird stuff on my eyes. So I'm taking my alcohol and just spritzing the bristles on the brush, and we're gonna go ahead and use this to deepen up this look a little bit. I think I'm going to start off by going in with this shade Bravo, and I'm going to just put that on the outer corner, and then I'm going to take the shade Tease and really do like a really pretty smoky effect with that. I don't know if you guys can totally see that, but I have a lot of kickback right here with Bravo after packing that, so that's kind of surprising. I want to just blow that away. I wasn't expecting all that kickback, but maybe because it's a packer brush, that's why. I'm just going to pack that on the outer edge. So the deeper shades, I'm noticing like this deep shade that's it's a little bit harder to work with. It's not blending out quite as easily as the other shades did, and it's not as fluid in pigment, and by that I mean like I'm seeing it's just a little choppy, like I have to work with it a little bit. But I still like it because that's not that big of a deal, you know, like I can work with it and make it work. Even if I am seeing like a little bit of choppiness right here, like I'm really having to kind of dig in to blend out that line, it's okay because I can work with it, so that's really good. If you guys can see that, there's like a little bit of like, it kind of blended away right there. Over here, it didn't do it though, so that's why I'm a little bit confused, because right here, it definitely, right here in this area, it definitely blended away. So I don't know if that's like me or the palette, so I'm going to take a little bit more of this orange, and I'm just going to go right over top of that area and kind of blend out where that dark color is and just try to make that work a little bit better and hide that away, because it didn't do it on the other eye. That darker shade that I mentioned, Tease, and we're just going to kind of keep that lower on the outer corner of the eye near the lash line, and we're going to kind of lightly do the strokes outwards. And again, I'm going to take this brush, and I don't mind that it's big because I want it to mix with the smokiness of the other shade, and I'm just going to blend it up a little bit so that we have a little bit more dimension going on over here. So I'm going to pick up my Morphe. Does this have a name? No. This is from the Eye Credible set, I think that's the name of it, from Morphe. And I am just going to go in with the shade Serendipity, which is actually one of my favorite words. It's this yellow shade right here, and I'm going to just pick that up, and I'm going to actually pop that like towards the inner corner. Oh my god, that is so pigmented. I was not expecting this pigment. Oh my god. Okay, I need to definitely blend it now because then I know that. That's crazy. Look at this. That is so pigmented. If you told me this was going to be this pigmented, I literally would not have believed you, because it looks so just like toned down in the pan, It's like a mustard yellow, so I wasn't expecting it to be quite so mustardy, like a Dijon, but it looks much more toned down. But it is super vibrant, so that's kind of crazy to me. I really was not expecting that. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to finish up my base makeup and then I will be right back with you guys. Okay guys, and I am back. I also just want to say very quickly, I'm actually really loving the way that my makeup looks. I love the way these eyes look. My hair looks good. Everything looks pretty good. My lashes really tried to play me today. Like, they may look a little crazy while they're drying because they really tried a girl today. Not into it. Also, my chair is really creaky, so if you guys ever hear a weird sound, I'm not farting. It's just, I mean, I could be. No, I'm not farting. It's just the chair is creaking. I wanted to point this out. I have this Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. I talked about it in my last video. Lighting wasn't that great, so I don't blame you if you didn't love it. But I did talk about this one, and I did two things incorrectly. One, obviously I wasn't in great lighting, so I didn't get the best coverage, but two, or at least lighting coverage to know exactly how everything fits. But two, I, instead of swatching it on my chest, I swatched it here and I didn't like blend it and let it dry, so I didn't get to see exactly how it looked and how it matched as accurately, and I should have done that. So I decided to go back and play with it today because I knew the other one was way too dark and way too pinky. But this one is actually pretty spot on. It's pretty perfect. It's actually a little tan for me, so I just bronzed up like my shoulders and my chest a little bit so that I can match more evenly. But it looks really beautiful and my skin looks beautiful. It's so skin-like, it's so lightweight, I don't even feel it on my face. And I've said this in other videos before, I've never actually worn a drugstore foundation. Like, I would try one out and it didn't work or it broke me out, but I've never like full on worn one like long term. So this is kind of amazing. It's the very first one that worked for me. I'm so upset that they don't have a great shade range, however, so I know that they do have deeper shades because this one I didn't think was going to work and it actually worked very beautifully. So I would say go ahead and check them out and see if you can find something in your shade, and also like demand for them to expand it because they should have more shades. They should have more in between things. Like, let's all raise our voices together and expect brands to kind of, not even kind of, but to definitely be better about this. So I'm picking up this lip liner. I think it's also in the shade Temptation. It says it's a matte lip liner from Profusion, and it has this really awesome, look at this point. It's a really awesome point applicator, which I really like it's very sharp, but I actually don't mind them. The only thing is you can't like obviously sharpen this, but I actually don't mind them when they're not too sharp, because when they're too sharp sometimes it's a bit much. So we're gonna hope this goes well. So I really like it. I'm liking the color of Temptation, and I think that for any other look I would want to wear it, but I feel like it doesn't really go with what I'm doing today. So instead I'm picking up the shade Imagine, and I'm gonna go in with the lip cream from Imagine on top. Okay, so I think that's the video, you guys. I'm really happy with how this look turned out. It was just a really like successful video. I'll let you guys know either down below or in another video how these lip products wore. Now they're drying down. I've been feeling them dry down on my lips a little bit, so I'm like, what does this mean? Because you know, sometimes like you don't really feel something drying, it just kind of dries and you're like, oh, this is super comfortable. So we're gonna see how it wears, but overall I'm really impressed. I really love this eyeshadow palette. Like I said, the only issue I had was right here in this eye. Like, I just like lost some color up in there, but I need to investigate and see exactly what it was. Was it me? Was it something else? Like, I don't know. So I'm going to investigate that, but I love this eyeshadow palette. I think it's so beautiful, and it's definitely worth the money. Like, it's $13. It's a great bang for your buck, and if you guys don't want to buy it online and don't want to pay the full price, you probably can eventually find this somewhere at like TJ Maxx or Ross or whatever, and you'll find it for a little bit cheaper. And I know that a lot of Profusion products are out at different stores in like Target. I'm just not sure if this is because this is a new launch, so it might not be out yet. But if it is, definitely pick it up. It's so worth it. It's so good. I'm just so happy. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know if there's any other products that you think that people aren't talking enough about that you might want me to check out and see if it's something I want to feature on my channel. As well, let me know if there's anything else from Profusion that you think I should give a try out, you know, and see like if I like it and review it and all that type of stuff. And also, yeah, definitely let me know if you watched Game of Thrones last night and if you saw what happened with the Battle of Winterfell, because y'all, whew, that show is so good and that was so intense. I was crying and screaming and oh my god, it was so intense. So let me know. I will see you guys on Friday. I upload every Monday and Friday, so I will see you guys on Friday with a brand new video. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna have some fun stuff up there for you guys this week. And yeah, bye my loves.